So we are back. Let's read the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So whenever we stray away from the laws of Yah, we ought to expect death to follow us. Whenever we choose to do what the Most High commands us not to do, hey, we have to face the consequences. As you can see, the title of the class for tonight is Armchair Quarterback Syndrome in the Truth. Armchair Quarterback Syndrome in the Truth. To start, what is armchair quarterback syndrome? According to AgileLeadershipJourney.com, armchair quarterback syndrome, also known as the Dunning-Kruger effect, is an overbelief in yourself without the skills or expertise to back it up. You experience moments of high confidence and act as though you can, lacking self-awareness around whether or not you should. So the main thing is we have an overbelief in ourselves without the skills or expertise to back it up. Meaning, in the truth, many of us, we say that we are Israelites, we are real Jews. Yet, we don't even have any proof to prove it. Meaning, our actions don't show it. Let's go to the book of Romans chapter 1. Titus 1. Shalom to Sister Dinah. Shalom, my dear sister. Shalom. Sister Dinah. Shalom, my dear sister. I know you are in Fort Myers. Oftentimes you come to visit your brother in Fort Myers. My sister, we need to see you again. We have to see you again. Let's see what Paul had to say concerning us having armchair quarterback syndrome. I'll start out of verse 1. The book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 1. Paul, a servant of the Most High, and an apostle of Hamashiach Yahushai, according to the faith in God's elect, and the acknowledging of the truth, which is after godliness, meaning righteousness, in hope of eternal life, which the Most High, that cannot lie, promised before the world began. Verse 3, but hath in due times manifested his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandment of the Most High, our Savior. So, yes, my sister, you are in North Florida. We are in South Florida. So if we are in South Florida, how much time will it take for you to come and visit the brethren in South Florida? You can take the Greyhound bus, or even you can take the train. We are going to keep the feast of Nicanor and Purim in February. Hey, my sister, stop by. Verse 4. To Titus, mine own son, after the common faith, grace, mercy, and peace from the Most High, the Father, and the other one, Hamashiach Yahushai. So you see that he starts by saying grace, by saying good words in favor of Titus. That is why you can see that whenever we salute one another, we put blessing upon each other. When you hear us say brakatha, it means blessed. we have, when we say shalom, it means peace. So we have to always pronounce blessing upon each other. Paul, that was his way of saluting the brethren. Let's go now to verse 16. Titus 1, verse 16. You know what? Let me start at verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Shalom to our dear brother, brother Wolendu. Shalom, my brother. Shalom. Shalom. Paul says, not giving heed to fables. Many of us, we believe in fables, in nonsense. For instance, one of the fables that that many of us in America believe is that if you wake up early in the morning and you see a black cat, that means your day will be you will have a bad day. Also, fables like if you are a Leo, you will get blessing. Or if you are a Gemini, you have good character. All type of nonsense, all type of fables. So Paul says, do not believe in Jewish fables. Verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High. That is where the armchair quarterback syndrome manifests itself. We profess that we know the Most High, but by contrast, in works, we deny him. Meaning that in works, we don't even show that we love the Most High. That is why we have the title of the class for tonight, Armchair Quarterback Syndrome in the Truth. Many of us, we think that we are the top of the tops. But when you examine our works, when you examine the way that many of us are living, we are not acting up to par. We don't fulfill our duties as a real Jew. We do not fulfill our duties as a true Israelite. Let's go to the book of Judges chapter 5, verse 11. Let's see, for us not to have armchair quarterback syndrome, let's see what we should be doing. Judges 5, verse 11. The book of Judges, I'll start at verse 1. Judges chapter 5, verse 1. Then sang Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, on that day, saying, Praise ye the Most High for the avenging of Israel. At that time, our sister Deborah, she was the judge in Israel. Barak was the chief of the army. Praise ye the Most High for the avenging of Israel, when the people willingly offered themselves. Hear, O ye kings, give ear, O ye princes. I will sing unto the Most High. I will sing praise to the Most High power of Israel. Israel, incorporate this in your spiritual diet for you to sing to the Most High. We know that for some camps see praise and singing to the Most High as a church ritual. No. You see it here. Sing to the Most High. You see that we always sing. We always have praise after the Sabbath classes. Incorporate that in your spiritual diet for you to sing, for you to praise the Most High in your private time. Verse 3. Hear, O ye kings, give ear, O ye princes, I will sing unto the Most High. I will sing praise to the Most High power of Israel. This is key here. Oftentimes when you watch the videos, when we are in the streets, teaching, people want to make the Most High the power of all people on earth. No, he is not. He was not, he is not, and he will never be. He is only the power of Israel. He is only the God of Israel. Plain and simple. Verse 4. Most High, when thou wentest out of Seir, when thou marchest out of the field of Edom, the earth trembled and the heavens dropped. The clouds also dropped water. The mountains melted from before the Most High, meaning that when the Most High is on sight, mountains tremble. That's why you hear thunderstorms. These are nothing but these are signs of the Most High visiting the earth. Verse 11. They, that's at verse 9. Judges chapter 5, verse 9. My heart is towards the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. What does that mean? Sister Dinah, what can you get from that verse? Brother Wolandus, what does that mean by that verse? My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. What does that mean? What is it? What is Deborah saying here? My heart, meaning that my mind is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. But the Olendu says we should make a joyful noise to the Most High in singing and dancing. Yes, we should be doing that. Yes, this should be part of our spiritual diet. Now, what is he saying? What is she saying here? My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. All she is saying is that those that volunteered themselves to serve the people. Yes. Meaning that in Israel, we have a pleiades of men that offer themselves or that are offering themselves every week to teach Israel. Israel, many of you may not know this. Street teaching is not an easy feat. It is not an easy task. First, you put yourself in danger. Secondly, you may not come back home. That means your loved ones may not see you again. But it is something that we do with joy. Because the Most High says this. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 14. The book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? Meaning we have to be, guess what the Holland does? Be willing to be a sacrifice to the Most High. Yep. Meaning that in the sense that we are putting our life in danger to teach the people, to bring them to the Most High. So she says that she was great, she was happy for what they did. At that time, what did we do? We fought for Israel. Israel, many of you may think that this is an easy task. No, it is not. Think about it. If you have been watching Cat Williams lately, or both the Cat Williams, where he says that so-called white folks, they are watching black folks. Think about it. Don't you know that your salvation comes with the destruction of Esau? For us to be saved, the Most High through Mashiach has to destroy Esau. So when you say the Lord's Prayer, you are saying a powerful prayer. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done as it is in heaven. For the will of Yah to be done on this earth, Esau has to be out of power, plain and simple. That is, you cannot go around it. That is why this truth is offensive to a lot of people. This truth is offensive to many people in this world. Because what do we do? When we say that we are the real Jews and that the Most High God, the God of Israel, and Hamashiach, whom the world knows as Jesus Christ, are only for us, other people will not be happy with that. Let's get something. Let's go to the book of Nehemiah chapter 2. Let's start with verse 10. The book of Nehemiah chapter 2 and verse 9. Nehemiah chapter 2 and verse 9. Then I came to the governors beyond the river and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. Let me read it again for you. In fact, I want you that are watching to let me know what is Nehemiah saying here in that verse. I'm going to read it again. Nehemiah 2 and verse 10. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, heard that Nehemiah had letters to come to Jerusalem to build the wall of Jerusalem, to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. Let's see how Sanballat was. Heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. What does that mean? What can you deduct from this verse here, Brother Wallendoos? Sister Dinah, what can you see from that verse here? Those of you who are watching, what is the Most High saying here? That is why we should be full-time Israelites. We are not to have armchair quarterback syndrome. Meaning, if we say we are Israelites, we should be Israelites 24/7. What is he saying here? I will read it one more time. Verse 10. Nehemiah 2. That is why Israel, whenever you are watching the class, make sure you have your Bible with you. Nehemiah 2 and verse 10. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, meaning they heard that Nehemiah came to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. What is the Most High saying here, Israel? I'll give you one more minute. What then do? That there was people that care for the best of their own people first. Yep, that is one part. We can say Nehemiah was, but there is a key part. Let me read it again. How was Sambalat and Tobiah when they heard that? How were they? I'll give you a hint. They were not. I'll let you guess what the rest of the what the adjective is. Were they happy or angry? We can take that same verse and apply it today. They were not happy. Back then, Tobiah and Sambalat were not happy that Nehemiah came back to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. Guess what? In this so-called New Year 2024, there are Israelites and heathen that do not want you to come back to your true selves. Your true self or your true selves, meaning that for you to come back to the laws of Yah. For you not to be Israelite in name only, but for you to be Israelite in deed and in talk. Many of you think this is easy. No, this is not easy. We are talking about rebuilding a nation. We are talking about coming back to our true selves, where we are applying the laws of Yah in our life, where we make the law the cornerstone of our living through Hamashiach Yahawashai. Not everybody will be pleased to see that. Yes, Brother Willen, they were not happy because it was their end. The same thing for this kingdom. For our kingdom to come in, this kingdom has to go down. For the Middle Persians to come in, the Babylonians had to fall. And for the kingdom of the Greeks to come in, the Middle Persians had to fall. For the Greeks, for the Romans to come into power, the Greeks had to fall. Even though they were Edomites, they are all Edomites, meaning that for one kingdom to rise, another one has to fall. Plain and simple. That's the way it is. That is why you have to understand Israel. For our kingdom to come, this kingdom, we are to pray every day for the Most High to get away with that kingdom. And if we really want this kingdom to get to be done away with, we ought to be practitioners of the law. We ought to be practitioners of the law. Don't just, in fact, let's go to the book of Romans chapter 2 and verse 13. The book of Romans is a letter of Paul to the Romans. To our brothers and sisters, shalom, my brother Abanawa Yahawa Bahashem Amashiach Yahweh Thumb. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters in SOT. Shalom. You know, at Village of Zion, we are all about unity. We are all about the love of the brotherhood and sisterhood. Shalom, shalom, shalom to all of you. The book of Romans chapter 2 and verse 13. Let's see what the Most High says here. Let's see what the Most High through Hamashiach Yahawashai inspired Paul to write for us. But as at verse 1. The book of, therefore, thou art inexcusable, O men, whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. For thou that judgest does the same things. Meaning that Paul was condemning them because he was saying that If you are doing the same thing, how can you judge them? Let me give you an example very quick. A brother who smokes is not in position to judge another brother who is smoking. But a brother who does not smoke, all praises to after Mashiach Yahushua, is in position to judge a brother who is smoking. Verse like the new covenant begins when we are in power and we be in power with the Most High. Once we are in the new covenant, there will be no need to teach one another because we all will know the law. Verse 13, Romans 2 and verse 13. For not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified. When you are an armchair quarterback, you see everything that must be done, or you tell people what to do while you're not even doing anything. When you have armchair quarterback syndrome, you exalt yourself as somebody who is a true worshiper of Yah. But in your works, you deny how much the Most High. You say you are a real Jew, you are a true Jew, yet you have no fringes in your garments. You say you are a real Jew, a true Jew, yet you refuse to stop eating pork. Something is wrong. Israel, the best way for us to fight armchair quarterback syndrome is to do this. Let's go back to Judges chapter 5. Judges 5 verse 11. The book of Judges chapter 5 verse 11. Judges chapter 5 verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, even meaning indeed the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Meaning that while we are in this captivity, Israel, let us rehearse the righteous acts. Let us do what the Most High commands us to do. Let us apply the laws of Yah in our life. Let us be Israelites in deed and in talk. Don't just be Israelite in talk. No. Be an Israelite in deed and in talk. That is one way for us to stop. That is one way for us to fight armchair quarterback syndrome, by rehearsing the righteous acts, meaning by applying the commitments of Yah in our life. We have to learn the commitments, keep them, do them, and have faith in Hamashiach Yahushua. That is how we can fight armchair quarterback syndrome. Well, Israel, the floor is open. If you have any question concerning the topic, ask your question. Any question concerning the topic? Not to have armchair quarterback syndrome, meaning that don't just say that you are a Jew in talk. No, your action should be able to prove it. You are a full-blooded Israelite on weekends, but on weekdays you are an N-word. That makes no sense. Let us be Israelites in deed and in talk. Let us apply the laws of Yah in our life for people to see the light, the law shining within us, meaning shining on what we are doing, shining on how we dress, on what we eat, on how we address people, on how we talk to people. Shalom to all of you. Let us read Psalm 72, verse 18, very quick. Psalm 72, verse 18. Psalm 72, verse 18. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of our sister Dinah, Yasharallah. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear elder Wallen Dews. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of the brethren in SOT. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of our sister Deborah Dennis in Chatham, Massachusetts. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of all those who are currently watching. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of all those who will watch this class. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Let us end with Psalm 133. Israel, you know, for us to do this work, we do need your help. Please donate to this ministry via $THEELOZ. And also you can send your donation via Zelle, Zelle to 954-297-3705. Or Zelle to 954-297-3705. As you can see, Israel, at the Light of Zion, we are always doing fundraising. Why are we always doing fundraising? Very quick, Israel. Those of you who are watching, why are we always doing fundraising? Let us be frank with one another. Why are we always doing fundraising? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 7 and verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, meaning proper application of knowledge. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. So we need, right now, what are we doing? Right now we are having operation. We are conducting operation, get it and drop it. What are we doing? Meaning our people that are in Florida, especially in Fort Lauderdale, all the old pens, old aluminum pens, old copper equipments, soda cans, we ask them to bring them to us so that we can sell them at the recycling station. Once we sell them, we bring the money right back to the Light of Zion. Because money is a defense. We need these lights to be on. We need the AC to be on. Therefore, Israel, let's do this. As much as you can, or as less as you can, donate to this ministry. Do so via $THEELOZ or Zelle to 954-297-3705. Also, here at the Light of Zion, we have a department called the Heart Department. They are there to help when people are in need, when brothers and sisters are in need. Donate to them as well. Do so via $ LOZ had. This group is there to help when we have a funeral, when somebody in the school loses a brother or a sister in his family. We put all praises to Yahweh Mashiach. The elders put all these organizations in place for the needs of the people. Israel, let's end with Psalm 133. Psalm 133. Psalm 133. The book of Psalm, chapter 133. Psalm 133 is what they call a song of ascent or a song of degrees. We used to sing these songs on our way to Jerusalem. Also, the Levite priests used to recite them while they were climbing the stairs of the temple. Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that went down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Most High commended the blessing, even life forevermore. Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashai, Fawada, Thamyad, Amen. Shalom, Israel. May the Most High through Hamashiach bless you during this week to give you all the necessities that you need to live, and also to provide you with the safety and security that only He can provide to us via His Son, Hamashiach Yahawashai. May the Most High bless you all. Know that at the Light of Zion, we are your servants. We are here for you. Also, on one last note, for the weekend 26th to the 28th of January, we will be in Tampa, Florida. So, Brother Woland, I know you are not too far. We will be in Tampa, Florida. Also, Sister Dinah, I know you are not too far either. We will be in Tampa, Florida for a summit. We will be meeting with some brothers and sisters in other camps. Hey, if you are, the school will be closed. Those of you who can partake in that summit, hey, let us join forces and be in one spot at the very same time. From the 26th from the 26th of January all the way to the 28th of January. All of us will be in Tampa. I mean, a majority of us will be in Tampa for the summit. Shalom to all of you. May the Most High through Mashiach bless you all. Shalom.